Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's incredibly exciting, 4,000 subscribers, an amount that I thought was never actually possible. So guys, thank you so much for all of the love, for all of the support. Keep watching my videos, it means the world to me, giving me all of those comments, those likes. It's an indescribable feeling to feel so supported. So guys, it's honestly, I'm speechless. I'm sorry, my dog is busy barking outside, so I'm gonna try and get rid of her in post. So guys, I truly do appreciate it, but it's become kind of a custom on my channel that every time I hit a big milestone, we actually don't focus on all the love and support, we focus on the hate comments. And so this video is gonna be no different. We're gonna be going through the last round of hate that I've received since my last video like this. But what I will say is that YouTube has been changing the way comments work on YouTube. And so I've noticed there will be a ton of comments that people have made that I honestly just don't receive. And even if I go to my review comments section where I've actually got to approve different comments, they still don't come through even once I've approved them. So like YouTube has definitely gotten a lot more hardcore with its censorship of comments. And I do have a lot of feelings and opinions about that. So we'll break that down at the end of the video, but let's jump right into it. And I've been attacked throughout the whole intro by this cute, adorable little, I love her. So this is, you might have actually met this little puppy of mine already. This is Deet. We actually introduced her to you guys on our free comic book day vlog, but she is just full of energy right now. So she might pop up every now and again throughout this video, but let's jump straight to the comments. So starting in no particular order, I'm just gonna go through everything that's how it's been like labeled on my phone. But we're starting off with Mr. Bones 3 reaction that I did. And yeah, so I did a reaction to Mr. Bones 3, the trailer, and lots of people just didn't like the fact that I reviewed to it at all. But there was this one guy, African Vibes, who just like went to town on me for absolutely no reason. But the one that always kills me is, "We don't care about your jackets." For the life of me, I do not remember talking about my jackets at all. I could have, but like, it's a weird ass comment to leave. But then this is the best one. "Next time, let the people watch the trailer without being annoying." Why would you not just watch the trailer then? Why are you watching a trailer reaction? I don't understand. Just watch the trailer then if you don't want someone's opinion. Okay, moving on from that, we've got Madame Claude. Now, Madame Claude, now for context, a lot of these movies, I mean, I did tons of Netflix reviews last year and at the beginning of this year. So like, some of the movie reviews I've done, I honestly can't even remember watching the movies at all. But I remember this movie, and I remember the fact that it came out on Easter weekend. And I don't remember liking much of it. I thought that the characters are weak, I felt like the script was weak, and I felt like there was a large amount of sex and nudity for no particular reason. That's all I can remember about this movie. But let's see what people had to say about me there. Okay, actually, I remember this comment, and that's why I've got a microphone now. So let me know if this microphone is sounding clear at all. But basically, the guy says, "Buy a microphone. Seriously, while you're pontificating on how much better this movie could have been, buy a better microphone. Sounds like garbage. Seriously. Spend the extra bucks." So the difference is little YouTuber, big budget movie. But you know what, I took what he said to heart, and I did invest in a new microphone. So hopefully the audio is sounding a bit better. But okay, then we've got another one. "If you wouldn't watch it, why this review was even created?" That's the whole point of my channel. I watch movies and I let you guys know if it's worth watching it or not. "So why was this even created? I partly agree with your opinion. For me, it was a medium 6 out of 10 movie. But all you said was, it's a bad film. Many tits, many asses, don't watch. If you want to make reviews, give us some more of your thoughts than it's just bad. Go deeper." Okay, geez, I can't even say this guy's name. My word. Okay, but honestly, as I mentioned, like, one of the few things that stood out to me was the gratuitous amount of nudity. Honestly, if you're needing to put nudity and sex scenes into your movie to make it feel entertaining, you're doing it because your movie's just not good. Your movie's not entertaining. That's why it needs those sex scenes. So I think that is a valid criticism. But as I did mention, bad scripts, shallow characters. So cool. And now I've got another one. "Of course you can't understand it. You don't have the sensibility for it." Again, I'm just going to assume they're saying I don't have the sensibility for it because I didn't enjoy the gratuitous nudity. I don't care how artsy you think you're being. And for whatever reason, there's this idea going around where if a film uses nudity artfully, it gets better, which I just completely disagree with. You can do a lot more in regards to showing someone doing something intimately or feeling like somebody's, you know, in danger or feels incredibly, what's the word I'm looking for? vulnerable without them being naked. Nudity and nakedness, I think, is just an excuse many times for people to go, yes, we're being so artsy and so sensible. That's me trying to twirl a moustache. I can't grow one yet. But yeah, moving on. Okay, things heard and seen. This is actually one of those movies I can't remember this movie at all. But basically, Shivam says, bruh, if you want to speak by looking at your notes, make sure it's not noticeable. It doesn't look good on you. Actually, I do remember this comment though. Because when I do take notes, I have them on my phone and I usually read my comments like this so people can see. But I do know, and I think I've already done this a lot in this video, when I'm thinking, I look off camera when I'm talking. And so I'm assuming that's what he was talking about. But I do remember getting quite touched by this comment because I wasn't reading notes. Like, if you're going to be a smart ass in your comments, at least make sure you're correct. Okay, The $1 Billion Code, which was a great series. I would recommend you checking it out. But Tony says, his accent threw me off and was irritating, but the movie was 12 stars. Watch it. I'm sorry that my South African accent was annoying to you. I don't know what I can do about that. Okay, so this is for The Silent Sea, which was a review I did that people seem to enjoy quite a bit. But we've got Edward here, Edward Fletcher, who doesn't like my thumbnails. Now, the thing about YouTube videos, or just being a YouTuber in general, and I have to say making thumbnails is probably my least favorite part. But you have to make YouTube thumbnails that are engaging. There's no point in investing all of your time and effort into making videos if people don't click on your videos. And people don't click on your videos unless you have a captivating thumbnail. But Edward says, making idiotic faces in the thumbnail won't get you the additional subscribers you crave. Edward, I don't like making thumbnails, but I have to completely disagree with you because ever since I started caring about my thumbnails just a little bit more, I've gotten more subscribers. So sorry, Edward, I think you're wrong in this one. Carrying on with thumbnails, we've got Chosen. And we've got Gnome Dazzle, who says, lol, this man read a thumbnails 101 tutorial and is just going wild. What he's actually referring to, and if I'm not mistaken, Chosen was a very mediocre series, I'll say that. I can't remember much about it except for the fact that I thought it was completely average. But I try to turn out my reviews as fast as possible. So I actually have a library of like thumbnails where like, you'll see I do this one quite a bit. Basically, I have already got pre-cut out PNGs of myself that I just throw over thumbnails. So I'm assuming he realized that's exactly what I was doing because Chosen was, I think, the third or fourth time I used the exact same photo of myself as the cover. Okay, moving on from that, we've got Sexify. Now, Sexify, and this is I'm going to break down a little bit more what I was talking about in regards to like YouTube censoring stuff. YouTube recently has gotten rid of the dislike button and they've really been like knocking down comments where people disagree with one another. I mean, very often, even as a joke, my wife will make a comment where she's like dissing me, like in a loving way. And YouTube will not allow that comment through even after I've approved it, which is very concerning because it really like censors everything. But if you go onto Sexify, most of these comments I'll talk about now aren't up there anymore. They've been completely deleted. I can't even access them. And what's frustrating as well, this is my most disliked video by far. And people can't see that dislike ratio anymore. So it's a little bit upsetting because I was a little bit proud by how many people were upset about it because I thought I brought up valid points in my review. But here we've got Tia who says, because you are a man. Now I'll say this, you're going to pick up on this a lot in this video where people want to discredit my opinion because of my race or gender. And I just have to say this. Across the board, it doesn't matter what your race or gender is on any topic, you still have a valid opinion. I get really annoyed, not just in regards to reviews, but just in everyday life and even in politics and all of that stuff. The moment someone says, you're a white man, or you can't speak about this because you were born in so-and-so year or whatever. The moment you try to discredit someone based on something as simple as race or gender or age, it just means that your argument isn't good enough or to validate itself, that you need to discredit a person as an individual to get your point across. So that's something I've just always hated. If someone has a good point, they have a good point, despite their race, despite their religion, their culture, their age, etc. So back to the comments. Because you are a man, you have no place to say whether or not we needed the show. Now, I do have to say the show for me, it wasn't made for I was not the target demographic at all. But it was a gratuitous show and there was large scenes of just nudity for no actual reason. There's a scene where one of the lead characters just sits topless on a couch for like 2 minutes, that scenes like that aren't necessary, but it's kept in there. And that was one of the things I said, like, we don't need that. And also the show itself, I disagreed with the core concept of it. And people got really annoyed because I was just a man trying to censor women. So then we've got Mikhail or Michael, I don't know. Stop acting like life is not about effing. Everything is about it. Look what I got and look who I'm effing. Or the in reverse, love is dead. It's called hypogamy now. Dude, I just completely disagree. I completely disagree. Life isn't just about sex. Okay, so my previous SD card got full, which is annoying because I was filming in 4K and now I can only do 1080p or full HD. So hopefully the quality doesn't look that bad in comparison. But what I was saying before I got cut off, and hopefully I'm going to remember my point correctly, I was responding to Michael or Mikhail who says, stop acting like life isn't just about sex. And I have to say, I just got married. And I love my wife with every fiber of my body, honestly. And if you guys haven't yet, subscribe to her YouTube channel. Psycadillo, she's amazing, she's awesome, she's funny, she's just the best. And I love her with all my heart. And we were virgins up until marriage. And then, you know, you get married, and as a Christian, then you can do certain things. But what I have to say is that's like not the cornerstone of our relationship, and it never has been. And so if you are someone who lives your life where your life is based around sex, and that is the cornerstone of your relationship, no, not necessarily even just with a girlfriend or with a wife or with a partner, but just in general, if that's how you identify, like this is who I'm sleeping with, this is how I sleep with people, etc., 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 then I have to say, unfortunately, I think you lead a very shallow life. So I think this comment is more of a reflection on you than anything else. So you just outed yourself. Sorry, bro. Oh, this one got me right in the toxic masculinity. And we've got I'm not even going to pretend to say your name, but we have fragile masculinity at its finest. Okay, there's no sensible rebuttal to that. I think I lost that one. But if you do know me, then you will know that I am not afraid to cry while watching romantic movies. I don't think that's fragile masculinity. I think that's also a crappy point to bring up. Everyone cries when they watch romantic movies. Okay, then we've got another one. Another white Anglo male going off. See what I mean? It's discrediting someone and their opinion just because of their gender. But then, love that Netflix is becoming more international. I also love the characters don't all look fake. They look like real. They look like real white people from that part of the world. This comment sends me because she's like, oh, another white person. I like that Netflix is exploring more white people. Oh, okay, that's great, thank you. Cool, then we've got the Upshaws. And again, we get to the race question. We have here Sassy Diva saying, question, why is a white dude critiquing this show? They don't understand us or our culture. So the Upshaws is about an American family, an African-American family. So I just have to say then, like, by that logic, when District 9 came out, could we just say to everyone that was American, you're not allowed to have an opinion on the show because you don't understand South Africa and its context? Could we say that about Chappie? Could we even say that about Mr. Bones, going back to Mr. Bones? Could we say that everyone in America, no one's allowed an opinion on that film simply because they don't understand the culture behind it? No. They have their own valid reasons for either liking or disliking a show, much like myself with the Upshaws. And then we move on from that with Omar. And this is why you can't trust white critics when it comes to black comedy. What I have to say, what I remember about the Upshaws is that my issue wasn't with the comedy. It was with the relationship between the parents and the children and where their priorities lie and how they interacted with one another. That was my issue with the show, not the comedy. So he's not even looking at what I said in my review, if I remember correctly. But again, it's all just based off of the fact that I'm a white man. That's why my opinion is invalidated. And then we have Dult Boy TV saying, what makes you think we care about what you think? I don't care what you think either. You're the one that clicked on my video, dude. I don't know what to say to you. Okay, moving on from that, we have Quan the Greatest saying, if you don't understand black humor, then don't talk about it. And what's great about this comment is the fact that I didn't even have to reply. Someone else replied, and they were also black. That's the thing, saying that it's not black humor. So that was nice. Someone else defended me, and it didn't have to be about race, which I did appreciate. Then again, we've got another person saying, you have a cultural bias, sir, and so you need to critique series that are more suited to your demographic. Again, I don't understand why race has anything to do with anything. It's as simple as that. If I have valid arguments about a show, I have valid arguments about a show. Okay, going back to both gender and thumbnails, we have, this show is hilarious. I don't care about a whitewash review with a white guy frowning as clickbait. Please, this show is the truth, but you know Netflix, no real good black shows on there, so I imagine it will get cancelled. Well, David, I was frowning in the review, not as clickbait, but to tell you off the bat that I didn't enjoy the show. So if you clicked on it full well knowing I didn't enjoy the show. That's on you, buddy. That's not clickbait. That was honest bait. Okay, sorry, now the rest of these comments are all going to be jumbled. Now the reason this happened, remember I said that YouTube was deleting comments. Usually when I get a hate comment, I screenshot it straight away, although that hasn't happened in a long time because YouTube just deletes everything now. But on my old phone, I had started screenshotting stuff. And so I was actually able to find a few of the comments that I'd screenshot back then. So these are some older comments in no particular order because it's just the order that I screenshot them in. But back to Sexify. What language are you speaking? I didn't understand a word. But he wrote that comment in English. I was speaking in English. It makes no sense. Okay, then going back to Jesus is a clown and Christians are a joke, ? Which was a review I did in response to a school kid here in South Africa who did some questionable artworks in regards to depicting Christianity. And he used Ronald McDonald every time there was Jesus. And so it was actually a response to capitalism, but at the time I'd spoken about, the clown aspect of it all. But anyway, we've got a comment here. Anyone that actually believes that God is real has had their intellect damaged in childhood. I don't know if believers should be laughed at or just pitied. I have never felt a neck beard before while reading a comment, but that's how this comment felt to me. It felt like this guy was just rubbing his neck beard all over me. Ugh. But strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Okay, back to Sexify again because of my gender. Maybe you shouldn't review shows that are clearly not made for you. Again, I'm not going to repeat this. This is going to be the last time I say it. If my points are valid, they're valid. It has nothing to do with the fact that I am a specific gender, a specific race, from a specific country or anything like that. If I have valid points, I have valid points. And a lot of these comments you'll see, they're just, now there were comments on the Sexify video that did bring up valid arguments to my points. But most of them, unless YouTube has deleted them all, is just them saying I shouldn't have an opinion or I can't have an opinion because I'm just a white man, a white cisgendered male. And so I'm just sitting here going, maybe that's not an issue with my points. It's just the fact that you didn't want to hear what I had to say. I got a little bit cocky there. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going to be the only one that finds this comment funny, but basically we have this person saying, very poor and shallow review, no good points on topics, didn't mention the context of which we live. Okay, if you want the context in which you live to be brought up, because of course the series wasn't made in South Africa, so don't click on a South African's review of it on it, to be honest, if you don't want a South African's opinion, but then you make your own review as well. No one is stopping you from making your own review, but they say, didn't mention the context that we live, where only the male orgasm is accepted. How does that happen? Like, please explain this to me. Like, okay, I can understand maybe the topic is taboo, but the way he wrote this makes me think like people are sitting in a room going, yes, the male orgasm, we accept that. That's good, that's good, that's good. Female orgasm, no, get out of here, we don't talk about that. I don't know, it's just, who is sitting in a room going, women aren't allowed to have fun during sex? Like who's doing that? And if you are in a relationship with someone where you're not being satisfied physically during an intimate relationship or an intimate moment, then either discuss that with your partner, or if you guys aren't married, get a new partner. It's as simple as that. There's these different spheres that you need to have filled when it comes to relationships. And it's your spiritual, it's your emotional, it's your physical. You have to make sure all three of those are compatible with the different partners. Otherwise, you're going to have a serious issue. Make sure that you guys are spiritually aligned. Make sure you guys are physically aligned. Make sure you guys are emotionally aligned. Physically aligned is important. If you guys aren't having a fulfilling sex life between the both of you, there's something wrong. You're hearing that from someone that's been married for like a month. This comment, I think, may have come from the Madame Claude video, or maybe even something different. But basically they just say the YouTuber is Mormon or stupid or both. So I just replied, or the movie is boring or stupid or both. I think this is maybe like my 4th time restarting this video. This time because my M50 battery died. So I'm using my 750D now. So actually, I think this is a good opportunity to just tell me, like, guys, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the video in 4K? Do you prefer it off the M50? Do you prefer it off the 750D? Let me know which you think is the best looking, so I can accommodate you and be a YouTuber that looks out for his fans. But then carrying on with the previous thread, he just says, look for a job, which is ironic because as of today, I have been retrenched. And I think at that point, because of COVID, the company I was working for had just closed down. So I was retrenched then as well. So like every time I'm looking at this comment, it's for a different reason, but like I've been retrenched both times. So I guess I'm gonna have to start looking for a job. Oh, and then I don't understand what happened here. But we have first from What's Popping, which is Bruce. Guys, seriously, check out What's Popping, great channel. Sorry, my puppy was okay, no, seriously, we need to calm down. Sorry, my puppy was, please. If you know geez, she is in a mood. Okay, you can't see this, but my puppy is going crazy over my cables right now. Please stop chewing my camera. This is what it's like to get a Dachshund puppy. They don't stop, Okay, but we have Bruce from What's Poppy saying first, which is a thing we do. Like, we always try to be the first to comment on each other's videos. Then I'm just like, my man. And then we have Mando going, if you asshole, put yourselves in his shoes. Great movie. Okay. I'm assuming he didn't like my review, but he chose a weird place to put it. And then guys, I want to bring up something that actually your puppy teeth are sharp. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, can you sit, just sit here and be calm. Ow, 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 stop. Okay, if you guys think I'm over-exaggerating by like my reaction to how hard this puppy is biting me, you actually don't understand how sharp puppy teeth are. This bundle of just pure anger and hatred, who I love with all my heart, is just, look how cute she is though, honestly. Titi, hello. Oh, she is honestly so sweet, but she bites like nothing else, and she doesn't stop. My wife has literally got scars on her hands from this dog. And then she goes and, okay, you can chew on that. I give you permission. Sorry, massive sidetrack. But I just want to bring attention to just something that hit me really hard. After my Sexify review, someone got really upset and actually went across to my wife's YouTube channel and went into the video where I proposed and everything like that, which was a really sweet, intimate moment. And it's a day that's ultimately changed my life forever. I mean, I got to marry the girl of my dreams. And this person just started like spreading hate in the comments there, busy talking about how Danny's going to regret the decision sooner or later. And I just have to say, guys, don't be that person who will go and ruin someone's happy moment just because you disagree with them. Again, I truly believe the views I express in my reviews, despite for some reason might be controversial. I understand that. For some reason they might be controversial. But that's no reason to then go chase after my wife and try to bully her and belittle her and tell her about how she's made this disgusting decision. I mean, a lot of these comments, thankfully, YouTube has deleted them because I'm on the verge of replying to them and I couldn't. But there was one that I did that screenshotting thing earlier where I told you. And she just says, considering the way he thinks about feminism, there is a fair chance you'll regret this sooner or later. And you know what? I don't need to validate that. I know my identity and who I am. And I know my wife loves me. And I can tell you one thing. I treat my wife well. Like, not in an egotistical way. And if she disagrees with me, Danny, please comment down in this video below. Tell them what a terrible husband I am. But when you get an opinion of someone based off of one video alone, then you go and you spread hate, not just to that person, but to his loved ones, I think is a big no-no. And you should try and not cross that line. Because just in regards to mental health across the board, that's not a way to help mental health. And Definitely not a way to make someone feel safe or secure. And then just to end this video on a more positive note, I've only actually just seen these right now while recording. A friend of mine, Vincent, and actually if you want to check out his channel, my wife and I actually appeared on his and his wife's channel because he's talking about Christian relationships. So if you want to check out that video, you can check it out, it's in the link down below. But he must have known I was going to do a video like this, because he's gone and just spammed a bunch of hate on a bunch of different videos. So, you know, just to make it a little bit more lighthearted, let's read through some of these. So, Caleb Janssens, what even is a comic book? Grow up. Mean. Caleb Janssens, you are a white person. That's racist. It's actually very on brand for this video, actually. Scarily. Caleb Janssens, your channel literally just talks about movies and stuff. Cringe. True. I can't fight that. Caleb Janssens, your opinion just isn't valid. Why? Is it because I'm a white male? You're a white male. And then Caleb Janssens, you are literally too tall, like WTF. It's weird. This guy he's just a creepily short man, actually. Vincent, stop hiding your insecurities behind your comments on my videos. You have weird hair. I won't actually, guys, a serious insecurity of mine is actually my hair. I used to have, there's this one photo that exists of me with this beautiful, luscious hair. And I wish I could grow my hair out again, but my wife won't let me. That's one of the sacrifices that you have to make when you get married. Your wife understands your hair better than you do. But yeah, guys, whew, that was a long video where I went through 2 SD cards, 2 cameras. My puppy literally drew blood down here. That's how hard she was biting me, if you guys don't believe me. But guys, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of the support I've been getting. It's incredible, and I feel the love and the support, and I truly, truly appreciate it. If you guys, want to leave some hate comments down below just to be that guy, then please do, because it helps with engagement for me. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You are the best. You are awesome. And I know I say it in every video, but you guys really do mean the world to me. Thank you so much. We're going to be reading all of the biggest, meanest, nastiest hate comments that I've received on my road to 1,000 subscribers. And the reason I've decided to do this is because, to be 100% honest, everybody is so incredibly, incredibly supportive. I always receive positive comments, whether they're on my YouTube videos or they're just WhatsApps or even Facebook messages.